This video is brought to you by OneFootball, the one and only place to get all your football news. Hey guys, it's Ep46 here, and welcome back to episode 46 of my Manchester City career. Now, today's episode we're going to be getting on with 3 games across 3 different competitions as well. The first game is going to be against Real Madrid in our first match of the season in the Champions League in the group stage. A huge game to kick off the group stage of the Champions League. And then followed by a game in just 4 days' time against Tottenham. That's in the league for us to play. That's the home match. And it's only the 5th league game of the season, I think, as well. So it's quite early on still in the season here. A big game against Tottenham also to play. Then a game against Blackpool. So slightly different opposition to our first 2 games, but it's in the Cup. It's 4 days after the Tottenham game as well, so there's quite a few fixtures to play accumulating and not too much time to recover from them either. So that's the away game. We will make some changes to the team there, having played Real Madrid and Tottenham in the previous matches. So look forward to all 3 of those games. The game against Villa, we probably won't quite get onto in today's episode, but looking forward to that one next time round. Before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, click that subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I think we're on over 15,500 of you now subscribed to the channel, so thank you all so much for that. And also today's comment of the day is on screen as follows, and also don't forget you can leave your comment of the day using the hashtag comment of the day in the comment section below, and you might well feature in the next episode. Let's crack on with today's episode though, and this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Real Madrid. We've made a few changes here, having played obviously in the last few days as well, and having had 1 or 2 injury issues as well. Ederson starts in goal though, Matthew at right back, Kyle Walker's out injured still, Otamendi, Tara Mendy in defence as well, Goretzka, Gundogan and Malcolm in midfield, Sterling, Aguero and Messi started as our front 3. No Leroy Sané, he's played a lot of games recently. Messi comes into the team on the left-hand side, trying him in a few different roles. He's struggling at the moment down the middle, he's struggling on the right as well, so we'll move over to the left, hopefully gets some better performances from him on his favoured foot on that side. Let's see how we get on. Tough game against Real Madrid, very good team. I imagine they've made some good signings as well on top of that. Let's see how we get on, hopefully able to get past them. Okay, we go for this game against Real Madrid. Let's find out how we get on. I'm hoping for a really good performance here from this team. We've had quite a few games recently across different competitions, and we continue to have that in today's episode. It'd be great if we can try and compete in as many of them as possible and get ourselves some good victories. It has been fairly tough at times. Aubameyang's running through, didn't realise they'd signed him, and it's a good save from Ederson. It's a good start for Real Madrid though. Was not aware that they'd signed him, certainly not aware I'd come up against him. That's going to be tough. Obviously great pace to the middle. Yeah, not a bad front 3 really. Ronaldo, Aubameyang and Bale's there front 3. Ours isn't too bad. Sergio Aguero, Messi and Raheem Sterling, but yeah, certainly going to be those sets of 3 players, those 3 forwards are going to really determine, I think, this result in this game. We've got a chance here through Sergio Aguero, trying to beat their defence if we can. Sterling on the overlap, that's really good. Sterling doesn't have any option across, so goes for a shot. It's absolutely terrible, and it's going to be a goal kick. Donnarumma in goal as well. God, they've made some good signings. Switch over here to Messi. It's a great pass. Messi looking for a cross into the middle. It's into the back post for Aguero, who heads wide. And it's quite wide as well in the end. He should do better with that. Needs to be on target. Difficult angle to score from, but maybe try and force a corner is probably the best we could have hoped for there, but it's not a good header. Malcolm, ball through here to Raheem Sterling. Sterling shoots and scores. It's 1-0, 36 minutes in, and finally we found a breakthrough goal. It comes from sort of a poor goal kick, I think, there from Real Madrid. We win back the ball. Malcolm, who's been very quiet actually in the opening stages of this game, a little bit surprising. He's usually very much involved in the centre attacking mid position, but he has it here, and he plays a beautiful ball through to Raheem Sterling, who gets in between the centre half and the fullback, Marcelo, and it's a really good pass through from there. He's just able to touch it on and managed to get the shot away as well. You see that little pass weighted perfectly, and it's a great finish, 1-0. Approaching half-time here, going to deliver this corner in with Malcolm. Aguero's in there, connects with it surprisingly, and Donnarumma saves quite comfortably. Seems like we're going to go into the break at 1-0. Yes, we will do as well. Let's go into the second half straight away, hopefully going to add to the scoreline. It's been a difficult game for us. We probably just edged it though, quite rightly, I think 1-0 in front, but Real Madrid have certainly looked a threat when they've got forward. But now we might also have to look at the bench to try and freshen things up slightly. There's a lot of players here that have played quite a few matches recently, so we might have to do that fairly soon on this second half. Malcolm in particular does look a little bit more tired than usual, despite obviously getting the assist for the goal. He's not quite picked up the same spaces as usual. Sterling looking to get on the attack here, waiting for the build-up to be right. Goretzka turns out and going to shoot on his left foot. Oh, I thought he'd scored. Just wide. Malcolm to Goretzka. Goretzka takes a touch, shoots. Oh, again, I thought he'd scored. Oh, into the back post, unmarked, 1-1. Real Madrid have had 1 or 2 chances, certainly 1 in this second half anyway, and they've scored it. Gareth Bale at the back post. We should defend it better. Don't know where Mendy is. We'll have a look at the replay now where the mistake is. Tar comes along. Mendy comes across too much. It's totally unnecessary. Leaves Bale free. Gundogan had that guy in the middle there. Mendy should have stayed with Bale. That's Mendy's fault, and that's poor defending. He's got to stay with his man there. Fair enough if he was coming across and that guy in the middle was unmarked, but he wasn't. Gundogan had him, and he should have been at the back post with Gareth Bale. He allows him to be free, and with just over 30 minutes left, Real Madrid have equalised. Frustrating because we should be maybe 3 goals up in this game. We really have been the better team. We've just not managed to take those chances. We've been a little bit lucky at times, but also not quite to finish as well. And that was nearly a chance created by Messi there. Good opportunity. Rolled out by Donnarumma. Aguero straight onto the defender. Aguero now going to look to try and create something. Can we go across here? It's always going to be a tight one. Didn't really feel too confident about shooting his left foot there. Thought I'd go and risk the pass across, but it was intercepted well. All came from a huge mistake by the defender. Okay, all 3 changes. Mbappe, Delph, Foden, Oldquan. We're going to take off Gundogan, Malcolm and Messi. Aguero's going to remain up front for us here. Mbappe's going to go on the left-hand side. We'll see how that goes. 25 minutes left, still pushing for a winner, which is something we definitely deserve. We should be getting the 3 points in this game, but now it's very much in the balance and looks like it could go either way. Frustrating to see that happen when you really sort of play the better football, to be honest, in the first half in particular, and in the majority of the second half as well. Can't believe we conceded the way that we did, but it's basically from a lack of concentration by Mendy, poor defending from him, not staying with his man, but now we've got to try and sort the scoreline out because 1-1 is not really good enough. Foden picks up a good position, great turn. Aguero now looks to get rid of his man, great turn as well. Oh, saved by Donnarumma. I say it was a great turn, it was the way he got rid of his man, but maybe just took him a little bit too wide and made it a little bit tricky, this angle here on his right foot. It's fantastic play from Phil Foden. He came on and he's already looked really good since doing that. Foden to deliver this corner as well. Good ball in. Otamendi was there, headed away. Foden into Delph. Now Goretzka looking to create still. Aguero turns his man onto his left foot. It has to be a goal. What a block, because that's Sergio Ramos that's done that. Few really good blocks for Sergio Ramos, the captain. He's kept Real Madrid in this game. We've had so many more shots, but we've not been rewarded with the goals just yet, and Donnarumma punches away really well. Aubameyang, how's he got past us so easily there? Chance, puts it wide. Real Madrid could have easily gone on and won the game there. That would have been really undeserved as well. Still remains 1-1. Can't believe that we're not winning this game. Aguero holding it up here for Sterling to make the right run. It's a good run as well. Sterling trying to get through. Oh, intercepted yet again and cleared away. How has it remained just 1-1? This is ridiculous. How have we only scored 1 goal? The game finishes 1-1. It's a draw, which in any other circumstance you'd be quite happy with against a good Real Madrid team, especially with the players that they've signed in this great squad that they've got. But we had so many good chances. We should win the game. It's as simple as that. Should be at least 3 goals in this match for us. We've not taken them. 11 shots, but just 3 on target. It's really poor as that. We should do better. We've played pretty well, actually. Just the finishes haven't been right. Got ourselves a transfer offer in here for Ollie Kelly from Sheffield United. Transfer window obviously closed, I think, last episode, maybe the one before. But this is a £1 million bid in. Is he transfer listed? He is. 66 overall, 18 years old. Yes, we're going to, I think, accept, despite it being a little bit less than what he's worth. We'll accept, see whether personal terms can be agreed, and we'll take £1 million for him. Okay, so the game against Tottenham now. This is the team I'm going to go with. Edison starts in goal, Maffeo, Stones, Company, and Mendy in defence, Goretzka, Foden, De Bruyne in midfield, and Bernardo Silva, Jesus, and Leroy Sané as our front 3. So we're going to go with Bernardo Silva there. It's a little bit different for him. Doesn't usually play on the right-hand side, despite him being a right mid. He usually plays at the centre attacking mid or centre mid position. So he's going out wide, but I think it's probably the best decision for us here. We have some wingers on the bench just in case, but I've decided to rest them and not start them because they have played a lot of games between them. So we're changing things up a little bit. Overall, pretty happy with the squad we've gone with there, and we will be bringing some players back in for the game against Blackpool in the next match. Something we should also speak about is the fact that Tottenham are on 5 points from the opening 4 games, which puts them in 6th, which is 7 points behind us already. Unbelievable, we're only 4 games in and 7 points behind. That could be extended, obviously, to 10 come the end of this game. So that'll be a huge gap between, well, obviously 1st and 6th place there. But you can see the gap between 5th and 6th. That's the reason why there's such a huge gap. It's a massive one there. So yeah, very interesting start to the Premier League season. Hopefully we can try and extend that lead with a victory here. Okay, here we go for this game. It's a home match at the Etihad Stadium against Tottenham. Let's find out how he gets on. Harry Kane, Dele Alli will be in this team for Tottenham. And let's see how we get on, whether they've signed anybody else as well. Seems like they always have a fairly similar sort of team out of Tottenham. Never really make that many signings, but we'll hopefully see who else they've got in the team. We might not need anyone else, because Victor Wanyama's come very close early on there. Just 3 minutes in. Again, a slow start from us. Similar sort of start to the game against Real Madrid. De Bruyne, oh, it's Bernardo Silva. What a pass that is from De Bruyne. Back into the middle, Jesus on a plate for Sané to put it back in for De Bruyne. Punched away. Great football, though. Really good bit of play. Great interchange between the sort of the front 4, if you like. Even De Bruyne coming in from the midfield as well. Very impressive. But a counter-attack here for Tottenham after we throw a lot of players forward. Great interception from Maffeo. Oh, what a pass. Eriksen's been picked out. Good save by Edison. So close again, just got pulled apart a little bit. Mendy gets dragged in, it's poor positional play from him. It gets dragged into the midfield area where he shouldn't, but that comes as a result of us, as a midfield, not controlling that area well enough. So, yeah, a few issues there. Hopefully Tottenham don't exploit them too much, and hopefully they don't crop up too much, but that's certainly one time where they have cropped up. A chance for a counter-attack here. Leroy Sané kept it in beautifully. He's still going, good look to the back post here. Who's at the back post? It's Bernardo Silva. Not really known for his heading. Oh, good touch by Harry Kane to get past John Stones. The finish isn't that great. Ederson makes it look better than I think it was in the end. The technique wasn't quite there, but what a touch by Harry Kane. John Stones dives in and overcommits Harry Kane with a not great finish, really. I think it was going in, but fairly comfortable for Ederson in the end. Out for a corner, 34 minutes in, got to clear it away. Come on at the front post here, maybe. Ali wins that. We shouldn't allow that to happen. What a pass through to Harry Kane. Company can't quite keep up with him. Just about manages to do enough, I think. Harry Kane, his left foot, couldn't score. Saved by Ederson, though. And out for another corner. Just 1 minute left of the first half. Ericsson to take. Tottenham have had a few good chances, to be fair to them. They're looking quite good. We've cleared this one away better. And got to make sure we don't allow another attack here. Half-time still remains 0-0. A little bit frustrating, really, how we've played in the first half. There's been some issues, really, defensively and offensively as well. We're going to look at them now and hopefully try and solve them. You can see we've had 1 shot, 1 on target. Tottenham 7 shots, 4 on target. So it doesn't feel as dominating as those stats suggest, but we're going to change things up and we're going to have to try and work out some sort of solution. Okay, 2 changes at half-time. Company going to come off, as will Phil Foden as well. On will come Delph and Raheem Sterling. Mendy's going to go play at centre-back alongside John Stones now. Mendy's been out of position a lot of the time at left-back, so Delph's going to go over there and play in that position. Bernardo Silva at centre-back in mid now. A little bit harsh on Vincent Kompany and Foden probably, but I think we're just looking for something a little bit different, and I think the way we were going, we were looking more likely to concede than score, so we had to change something. We've done that both defensively and offensively. Hopefully Sterling gives us a bit more pace going forward. Bernardo Silva's looks good, just not quite got the same pace as Sterling. Sterling's going for a cross here, and it's deflected well. Sané keeps the attack alive, but not for long. Goretzka. Bernardo Silva now into Sané, now onto Goretzka. That's really good football across the middle to Jesus, who went for it. But Lloris beats him to it and just about gathers. Such a good start to the second half. Bernardo Silva running forward. He's doing a good job as well. Dived in there, did the centre-back. It's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box, quite rightly. Maybe even a yellow card? No, referee's not giving anything. And it is a good position, though, to be fair, as long as you're good at free kicks. De Bruyne is over this one. I think probably our best option, to be honest. Yeah, it will be. Can we get it up and over the wall? It's quite close. De Bruyne going to go for it. Oh, hits the bar. Couldn't quite get it down. We certainly got it up, though. And it will go for a goal kick. Goretzka running forward through to Jesus. Has to be a goal. How has he put it wide? How has he managed that? 22 minutes left. We had to score that. Oh, my days. Chris Smalling comes off. Alvaro coming on here. Smalling's been playing well, to be fair. He's been very strong at the back. But how have we not scored that chance with Jesus? We have to make our final change, I think, here. We're struggling, really. The finish hasn't quite been there. Again. Bernardo Silva off, Malcolm coming on, playing at centre-back in mid sort of position. He's looked very promising there at times. He's also had a little bit of a rest over the last few days, so he should be better than what we saw against Madrid, which was still a good performance. He's still got an assist, but just wasn't quite as great as he usually is. But still, obviously, contributes a little bit. Hopefully, he can contribute another assist in this game, or a goal. Either would do. Anything, as long as he score. And hopefully, we're able to do that. But that is dreadful. Kind of sums up our luck in this game. Smack the ball against our own player. De Bruyne through to Jesus, great chance. Jesus is onside, it's a poor first touch again, he should do better. Gabriel Jesus has had a good few chances here, and he's not done enough with them, unfortunately. We should have won this game, and I don't think at this rate we're going to. Unless from this challenge from Sané, can we maybe do something here? Malcolm going to turn and shoot, he's scored, it's come from absolutely nothing, it's just a hopeful strike. Turns his man Burnett, the substitute's done it, that's the contribution that we needed with 2 minutes left. And we have managed to win the game, I think, with 2 minutes to go. It's difficult to say for sure, because there will probably be a few players going forward for Tottenham now, but that's brilliant play. Jesus holds it up and then plays the pass into Malcolm, but that finish is great. Into the bottom right-hand corner. Could he have just got the winner there? It's close. It's going to be very close, I think, end to this game. But it's 1-0, 89 minutes in. That's it. We managed to get ourselves 3 points. We made it hard work for ourselves again. Should have won it more convincingly. Same with the Real Madrid game, really, where we should have scored more goals. Didn't quite have the finishing again in this game. Rode our luck at times as well, obviously with a couple of Tottenham chances that they had. But yeah, deserved to win, I think, but should have been winning by more there. 5 shots, 3 on target, only 1 goal. Tottenham beat us in chances. So certainly seems from those stats that Tottenham should have won or got more from the game. But certainly in my view, it seemed like we did have a lot of chances that should have been more, really. It did seem like we had a lot of chances where we should have got more from it. Great news, we've achieved one of our objectives already. That's a good start to the season. We managed to get all the shirt sales done, which is great. Vieira wants to play in this game. he might well do, to be honest. We'll make plenty of changes to the game against Blackpool, maybe even a change of formation. We'll see what sort of formation they're expected to play. 4-5-1, okay. I think that probably would work with the three at the back then. We'll see how it goes. Our fullbacks have had a lot of game time recently, and some of them aren't in great form. Some of them, the only fullback we have in that position, like Mafio, and we'll wait and see exactly. I think we'll go three at the back for this game. It depends how that five is going to work in midfield. It might mean that they have wingers in the end. Okay, so on to this game now against Blackpool to finish off today's episode. This is the team I'm going to go with. It's a 3-5-2 formation that we're going to go with here. Future going to start in goal for us. Humphries, Grant, Tower and Hernandez at the back. Vieira will start just in front of that. Gundogan, City, Malcolm and Mendoza also make the rest of the midfield. Collins and Mbappe up front. So quite a changed team. Obviously still some good players in there as well. Still some starting players in there. But a lot of players being rested. This is the bench I've gone with as well. Diaz, Foden, Costa, those three youngsters all on there. Who might well come on and get some game time in this game. It depends how well this formation, this team will play. Hopefully you're going to do alright. Again, it depends the way the Blackpool actually work that five in midfield. It might mean that those wingers push really far forward. It might literally be a solid five. So we'll wait and see. If they are sitting back a lot, then that'll obviously be helpful for us. But if they start to push on a bit, we might have to change our formation. Okay, let's see how we get on for this game. Hopefully what I've done with those changes is going to work for us, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's wait and find out now in this game. Hopefully going to beat Blackpool, obviously trying to get through into the next round. It's always big risk though, and obviously threatens some sort of cup upset by changing so many players, but there's still some good players amongst this team. Mendoza getting forward, that's good from him actually. Going to try and pick out Collins at the back post now. Collins, the diving header. And it might have actually been him that took the final touch as well. It's going to be a goal kick. What a start to the game. Collins doesn't feel like he's 5'9". He feels much taller in game for some reason. He's so close to that one as well. Gundogan. Collins going to take a touch and shoots. Oh, what a finish that would have been. That was so close. How did he just put that wide? He looks like a really good player, does this Collins. Oh, hits it so well. Great technique. The accuracy isn't quite there though. Collins waiting for Mbappe to make the run. What a ball through. Mbappe takes a touch, shoots. Oh, how have we not scored? What a save by the goalkeeper. Our finish has been soft in today's episode for some reason. We should really have taken that chance with Mbappe. It's a great play between the two strikers. Great hold-up play from both of them. Still raising 0-0. Collins looking the ball through to Malcolm. What a pass. Malcolm's been very quiet so far. Still running, going to shoot for a tight angle. Trying to blast it past the goalkeeper, who just gets his body in front of it and cleared away by the defender. Mendoza going inside, looking for a cross into the middle. Gundogan, just flicked off his head, I think there. It's got to be a corner. Approach to half time, still makes 0-0 somehow. Not too sure how I've managed that yet again. Gundogan to deliver another one in. Thought that was the goal. It's another corner. Gundogan to put another one into the box. Can we get anybody else on it this time? Again, cleared away. Half time, 0-0. Disappointing not to be in front. It's a very similar situation to all the games we've had in today's episode. Had chances, been the better team, not scored them. So that's the sort of theme of today's episode, I suppose. Where we've just not managed to take our opportunities, not being quite good enough finishing-wise. We have controlled the game, we've been a better side. That's very obvious to me, but yeah, still pushing for the goal. We're going to remain with the same team for the first 15 minutes, as we usually do. Then we'll look to the bench and hope for some impact in the final 30. Let's find out how we get on, though. Oh, lovely play. Malcolm going to take a touch and shoot. Has to be a goal. It's not a good finish at all. Go across the keeper. It's frustrating because we should really be miles in front here. Malcolm's had 5 shots just himself, so tells you how much we've been in control. It's finally gone in. It's Mbappe, I think, who gets a little tap in there at the back post. We kept it alive with the corner from Gundogan, I think, originally. Mbappe gets himself to the right place, right time, puts past the keeper, finally get ourselves in front. Fully deserved. We have seen all the chances. We'll watch this back on the replay. Wasn't quite expecting this to go in, to be honest. Gundogan delivers well, and we get a head down, and Mbappe puts into empty net. 1-0. Much better. Good start to the second half. Let's make some changes. Got to try and finish off the game. All 3 changes here. Otamendi, Foden, Diaz, all to go on. We're going to take off Gundogan, Mendoza and City. Obviously change formation as well. 4-4-1, trying to shore things up a little bit, but also keep us a threat on the attack. Malcolm, Collins and Mbappe sort of going to be our attackers a little bit here. Malcolm and Mbappe on the left and right hand sides there. So we'll see how we get on with that. Collins obviously play up front for us for the remainder of this game. Hopefully that's the right decision. Vieira's been pretty good for us in the whole midfield position. He's going to lay on the pitch, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Was tempted to bring on Costa, but I think it's probably the wrong move at this stage. Well played. Collins still going here. Going to get some space for a shot. It's over the bar. Should keep that down. Foden finding a way through and shooting. It's right to the keeper, unfortunately. Hits it well, and it will be a corner. 20 minutes left. Still looking for a second goal. Not happy with when it's 1-0. Anything can happen at that stage. Malcolm to deliver. It's a great ball in, but cleared away. Collins turning really well onto his right foot now. Collins, deflects close to goal. It's going to be a corner there. Malcolm to deliver another ball in. Just over 10 minutes left. Foden was in there, but again punched away. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to settle for a 1-0 here. Can't see us getting a second goal at this rate, and if we do try and push too much further, Blackpool are going to have some more attacks, and they're going to look at threats. Corner for us to defend now into the final few minutes of the game, added on time as well, so yeah, got to try and make sure we get this away. It's a good save there from our backup keeper. Puts it out front of the corner from the opposite side. Got to defend this better at the front post. It's only one of our smaller players at the front post, so that's probably not helping us out too much. And again, we didn't win it, but cleared away, and that is it into the next round. Again, as we have done with all 3 of today's games, we made things very difficult for ourselves, not taking our chances well enough. Hopefully we can do next episode a bit more. In this episode, it's not cost us too many points, just 2 against Real Madrid to kick today's episode off with. The other 2 games are obviously 1-0 victories there. So definitely room for improvement. 24 shots, 10 on target, just 1 goal. Ridiculous, really, but that's the case. It has been really. It's in today's episode entirely. So got to improve with our finishing. Obviously, a changed team is always going to be tough to be able to go out there and score 5 or 6, but we certainly should have done really with the chances we had. But that is it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. You can see the league table here, how we finished with things. Currently top of the league still, with winning all of our opening 5 fixtures. So very happy to see that happen. Getting quite a distance between us and 6th place, though 8 points in front of them. Tottenham even further down the league table now. But like I said, that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, click that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget to use the hashtag comment of the day as well, and you can get your comment featured in the next episode as well, potentially. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.